thought better of it.
Alright, now I'm done with this game.
Speaking of thinking better of it,
Yep.
who's ready for some fun?
I'm not.
Hold on. Hold on. I'm just not realizing. Did I have my bit about asking ZP a personal question canceled, and we're not even
Yes.
in Braden's stream yet?
Wait,
Yes.
what was my question? What was I supposed to be asked?
No, I was. It's too late for the bit, but I just want to point
Too
out
late
that
for the bit.
Braden canceled my bit. It's not even his
canceled.
stream.
Bit canceling is
It's important to certain speedruns.
I want to point
Yeah.
out that the reason why.
Anyway, so we're canceling bits here because the stream is over. All bits are canceled. No refunds. If you bought your bit and you weren't able to use it, too bad. It's the final product. All right, so sending the raid over to Mr. Water here.
That's
So
me.
let's see how arbitrary or dubious he is.
Yeah. Well, listen, ZP said thief.
Oh,
So,
fuck yeah. Also, Braden, you're not filling the entire screen.
I know. Don't worry about it.
So,
It defaults
always-
to 720.
that's amazing. It's amazing. You're gonna have to reset your entire stream again, or the feed again.
No, I won't.
What is this? A stream for ants?
I fixed it.
Oh,
So,
okay.
I played a little bit of this as well. I think that Braden might be right. This game is not great, but it's not terrible.
We can say this because Relkin's not here. Because Relkin's like, after playing this, I don't know if I can go back to Thief 1 and 2. He said this while I was playing the Black Parade. I don't know what that young man is smoking.
Oh yeah, this game is still bad, but it's not the worst.
No.
This is the chest where I keep all my supplies. I should
Is
ready
this
myself.
brought to you
before
by
I
My
leave.
Chemical Romances, the Black Parade?
Yes.
Oh, that's sick.
No, it's...
I can't believe they got the coveted MCR
If I
license.
find things that I want to keep, I could put them here. Right now, the only thing collecting here is dust.
It has nothing to
How
do
long
with
have
that.
I been
Is
away?
that what you were going to say?
Yeah, when I was a young man, my father see the marching band. Unfortunately,
It's just...
they
How does this compare to that... What is that other first-person with the rats? First-person thieving, sneaking game
Dishonored
with the plague rats?
poorly.
Yeah, how does this compare to Dishonored?
Poorly.
When
Wait,
when
Plague
did this come
Rats?
out
No,
relative to
Plague Tale?
Dishonored?
This came out around the same time.
Like Plague Tale is a completely different game.
No,
if you're talking about
Dishonored.
Plague
We're
Rats.
talking about Dishonored,
Oh.
which also has
Dishonored.
rats.
Dishonored.
Dishonored
Also-
was what 2012.
It came
Yeah.
out after.
And
Okay.
this was
Okay.
after
This came out-
Dishonored.
So
Dishonored-
this
Nothing
came out and
changes hands
the
in this
world
city
already
without
knew
Basil
about
catching
Dishonored.
wind
That's
of
the
it.
problem for this game.
Yes.
He says it's a gift. In my line of work, I'm
Genuinely,
inclined to
yes.
agree.
Arcane makes better games than this game.
Also, yeah, I know someone who worked on this game.
I would say.
I'm sorry.
Ooh, would you rather play this game or Redfall, Braden?
I mean, in 2014,
Yesterday, I could have sworn I saw a man dressed in black crossing the roofs
in the
outside
year
our
of our
farm.
Lord 2014,
What was he
I
doing up there?
Mhm.
I don't know.
Yep.
I pulled away from
I
the window.
100%ed
I
this
couldn't
game.
see him. He couldn't see me.
I
Wow.
would not 100% Redfall today.
What if Redfall came out in 2014?
What?
How would
If
2014
Redfall came
Braden
out in
get Redfall?
2014, it would be a more defensible product.
But would 2014 Braden enjoyed Redfall the way that 2014 Braden enjoyed 2014 Thief?
I mean, I feel like this is just a question of how much stuff did you have going on in 2014 more than anything about the quality of these two
2014 was a
games.
bad year for me.
Can I get cleaning out
Yeah, so
gutters?
that's how you end up playing Thief.
Listen,
Welcome to the Black Parade.
early 2014 was both was Thief and Bravely Default,
Hope it's not the gloom.
One of
Oh,
those is
no.
a good game.
and one of those
One
games
of those is
good.
a good game. Did you play that one at least to 100%?
No, I mean I did get the true ending.
Okay.
So the best thing about this Thief reboot is just the rifle through drawers animation.
It is very good. It's a
I
good
don't-
animation.
I don't hate the voice actor that they picked for Gareth.
Yeah, he's not Steven Russell, but he like fits. I just the story in this game is nonsense.
He's not as over the top as I know that it led to some funny memes, but the voice for the protagonist for the Deus Ex reboot games is too fucking much.
I
I
disagree.
really like how
Elias
this guy's
Tofexis
hands
is a
look.
treasure.
God, and that
really
first
like how this
game
guy's
and your
hands look.
and the first game also has that fucking helicopter pilot dude that's just in your ear about just fuck. Oh god, I hate the characters in that first reboot game. I like the game.
Oh, there's a trap.
Yeah, you stepped on the pressure plate.
It's fine.
You have regenerating health?
No, apparently not. I'm just picking up a save file from the last time I played this game as a joke, which was about 2 or 3 years ago.
You finish
Sick.
this game. Let me get this straight. You finish this game once, and then you keep playing it as a joke.
I
from time
played
to
it as a
time.
joke on stream a couple years ago.
I was there watching
And now here we are.
And now here we are, I'm playing it on stream as a joke again.
Gloom's got the city by
Boom the Alien says, are you immersing? Are you immersing, son?
Yeah, I'm immersed in Sim. I mean, I could just play Thief 2. I after playing Thief the Black Parade, I installed Thief 2.
I like that this came out, this was semi-contemporaneous with the actual album, The Black Parade.
Wasn't the Black Parade like
No.
2002?
No, yeah, like this came out.
No.
No.
Let me plug it up.
Hey
Black
Siri,
Parade was...
when did the My Chemical Romance album, The
2006.
Black Parade,
2006,
come
so
out?
That's 8 years.
8 years. 8 years
Yeah,
off.
that's not contemporaneous.
I was young then.
Okay, thank you, Siri.
It's very odd to me that My Chemical Romance guy is now like a successful writer for TV.
So, also in the Q&A for Thief the Black Parade, they're like, "Are you guys fans of My Chemical Romance?" And the answer is, "This is what we get for thinking of a title without googling it first."
I mean, then they really screwed up if they didn't catch that one. That was a very popular album.
He takes whatever he can get his hands on.
So
Yeah,
you
if you're
steal
a
coin purses.
Oh, Libby.
Like that would be like
Where's
trying to
Mother's
have an
wedding
NBA
ring?
career when your name is Mohamed Bamba.
He tried to take it last night, but
You have someone from
Huh?
Argentina in
I
chat,
was so
Braden.
scared,
Say something
but I
in.
just pretend.
Buenas noches,
Spain.
saludos desde Buenos Aires, Argentina.
Hid it in a crack by the chimney. God,
Bienvenidos a la
Oh, Libby.
twitch.tv/arbitrarywater. Es una channel muy
Stop.
dubioso.
At least pull up Google Translate. God damn.
Well, hold on, he's
Muy-
speaking words. He's not doing a
Yeah, he
bad
is.
job.
Es un channel muy dubioso.
Muy
That's
dubioso.
true.
Yeah.
That's true. And they're gone.
Oh. Perdón mi.
Perdóname.
Señores y señoritas.
Can you speak the Italian American or the Italian talk?
I mean, I
the
can speak.
language?
I
can speak
took like
Italian
5
American,
years
yes.
of Spanish.
I mean, I do have to do Duolingo if you would like me to do that now. I gotta do my homeworks. Braden, it's your stream. Do you want me to do Duolingo?
No, you're fine. We're fine.
No?
Listen, we're having a good time. I'm sneaking. I'm trying to remember how to play this game. I'm turning up the FOV.
That's the weird thing of that like late 360 PS3 going into PS4 Xbox One era is like the field of view for these games is fucked.
Where the fuck is... It's 90? Doesn't feel like 90.
So, do you have goals in this game?
Yes, I am in the hub area right now.
Okay.
Which is...
What?
I gotta go to the very keenly marked objective marker, because this is a video game from 2014.
Is there fighting in this game, or is it all
Yes,
sneaking?
there is combat. It is best avoided.
Okay.
Come on. Someone
So
wants
it's
to
not
meet
one of
you.
them sneaking games where you go loud and actually it's way
Why
better.
me?
Oh, your jolly nature?
One of those sneaking games where you
Engaging
go loud and
conversation?
then you
I don't know.
immediately die.
It's the guy you stole the ring for. You must have impressed him.
Now I've got Welcome to the
Who
Back
is he?
Parade.
He's
stuff.
Orion. One of the guys standing up against the
That's one of my
barriers, sticking
go-to
up for normal
karaoke
people
songs.
like you and me. Well,
It's a...
me.
It gets the people going.
Yeah. I remember...
The House of Blossoms. I never went there, but I know someone who did. Aaron.
Thief the Black Parade made it onto my Game of the Year list as a best game that was not a commercial product.
Really? Wait, what do you mean not a commercial product?
It's a mod. This is not
What?
Thief the Black Parade, Gino.
Oh.
This is
Black
Thief
Parade-
2014.
So,
This
I'm
is
gonna
the reboot, the attempted reboot.
So, there's this game that I like, maybe a little bit, maybe significantly more than Braden, and it's called Thief the Dark Project. Basically, it's Thief
What the fuck are you talking about? I love Thief.
Getting some hostility in chat here.
I'm
Chief.
getting some hostility because ZP's like, Thief Deadly Shadows is the best one. Because he likes being wrong.
Okay. That game came out like
98
25
was
years
when
ago.
the first Thief came out.
So 25 years ago, and so the fan community has kept the Thief situation good, and I believe it is called the Black Parade is for Thief Gold rather than
Yeah, it's for Thief 1.
Okay, so it's for Thief 1. And for a while, I think a lot of people were just running the Dark mod, which is the definitive re-release with extra maps. The problem is that the Dark mod has some bad shit in it.
Some bad levels. Or is it something else?
I'm not sure. ZP, just thought you should know, Josh Giddey is 100% in this game right now.
Oh, fuck that.
Wish we could just cut down a lot.
So this is a mod that you're playing right
No,
now?
this game is the Eidos Montreal attempt at rebooting Thief. When Square Enix bought Eidos, and they tried...
They rebooted Deus Ex, and then
They rebooted
Thief.
Deus Ex, and it went well.
Mm-hmm. I mean...
And they got to stay at Square Enix because
Yes,
they did
this
such a
is
good
the
job.
fourth.
Mankind Divided and Human Revolution are both a better game than
Yes,
Invisible War.
and they are both better representations of the game.
God, Invisible War is such dog shit.
As someone who played Invisible War within the last few years, the game is very bad.
That game reviewed and it got 8s and 9s back in the day.
Yeah, because it was on consoles. And console reviewers were like, wow. Okay, apparently
Doc
I already
House
robbed
says,
this area.
Doc House says, congratulations to the Pistons on breaking the record. Thank you. Welcome to our basketball stream.
Welcome to our basketball podcast, off the hoop end.
Actually, I think our basketball podcast is called Balls Deep. Maybe
It is.
Gino wants to rethink
Oh, that's
that?
right. It is called Balls Deep. God damn it.
It is. It was a very funny joke before we had listeners.
Yeah.
I was like, deep.
It was a funny joke before we were respected members of the community.
Yep.
We
But
might
now look at us.
we might need to rename that podcast.
We probably should.
Deep in the balls.
He comes from.
But how will people know it's a basketball podcast? With the brand recognition, it's been so long. Everyone knows everyone knows.
Yeah.
You Google Balls Deep.
No. How about
Yeah.
not? I don't think the SEO is going to work out in your favor there.
Oh, hold on.
I don't think it will. Spell
Wait.
ball?
Wait.
How do you spell that?
Spell the B-A-L-L-Z, please.
Is
Nope,
it a
that's
Z?
not how it's spelled. No, it's not a Z.
I mean, if you do it with a Z, it actually brings up a game, an Android game, Balls Deep Physics and Idle.
Yeah, Balls Guarana. Yeah. My favorite soft drink featured in a Fallout game. Which is a real thing.
Nuka-Cola?
No. So in the bad Fallout hack and slash that came out right before Interplay went under, there is a tie-in with Balls Guarana, which was a beverage that existed in the year of our Lord 2002.
A good vintage.
Yes.
Look it up, because you might remember how the bottles looked.
I'm aware of it.
Yeah,
I remember balls. the
but
drink.
instead of Nuka-Cola, it's Balls.
Doc House, are you happy that the Detroit Pistons sucking so bad has drawn aggro away from the Washington Wizards?
See, I have recently
Find
learned about the
peace.
Washington Wizards predicament, and I think it's very funny.
It is very funny. Did you hear that they are trying to move the team?
Yes. They are trying to move the team a couple miles away across the river because taxes. And they're trying to get Virginia taxpayers to do it, despite the part where the team is bad, I'm to understand.
They are bad. They're
So
very
instead
bad.
of spending money on recruiting talent, they're like, what if America paid for a new stadium?
Now, to be fair, no one goes to Wizards games that I can tell.
Yeah, no, as far as I
it's a
can tell,
ghost
no one's a
town
fan of the Wizards.
No one is. Well, except Doc House. Except for the person in chat right now, and I'm sorry.
Dark House, I'm sorry.
When I was in Washington D.C. to check out I tried to see what it would take to go to a Wizards game. It would be very easy. It was very easy to get a ticket if I wanted it. Wizards games, when I watch them on League Pass, are mostly fans of the other team cheering for the other team.
I think even Doc has agreed to that statement multiple times.
Yeah, Doc House says, look, the Wizards are bad, the Capitals are disappointing this year, but what if billionaire Ted Leonsis got a desperate Glenn Yudkin to give him tax dollars? Yep. And way to go not attending a Wizards game in person this year. But how will you get a free bobblehead if you don't attend the Wizards game in person? They might give you a bobblehead of Jordan Poole. I still treasure my Joe Johnson bobblehead. Staring at me.
So, is the jury out in terms of Josh Harris owning the Washington Commanders?
I mean, he hasn't sexually assaulted anyone, so that that we know about.
God, what
So
a
that seems like an
fucking
upgrade.
bar.
Look, that's the bar he had to clear.
I mean,
Previous owner of the Washington football team that fought to keep the name a slur for many years before eventually being forced to, through a pressure campaign, turn the team into the Commanders. And then got the team removed because a bunch of like emails leaked of him saying some out-of-pocket shit, and then also just constant sexual harassment complaints. So yeah, just like a normal bad team is preferable. Also, when they got a chance to rename the team, the Washington Department of Football.
Get out of here before I lock you.
Better name.
Good find.
Come on, it's right there.
Docs are dead. Not a boat in or out since the battle started, eh?
At least DC United and Loudoun United for soccer. It's in the tickets. Yeah, Colorado Rapids tickets are very cheap. And they have stylish scarves that you can purchase.
So yeah, now we're playing Thief 2014.
Yep. And here's Thief 2014. It's
dingy.
There's an old
again.
mill in Riverside that Aaron used to call home.
Yep.
I should
This
go
looks
take
like
a look
it's
inside.
legally a video game.
As I said, I know someone who worked on this game.
What did they do on this game?
QA.
QA? How did
Yeah.
they feel about it?
He has never played it to completion. Or, like, has never played the finished game. So,
Okay. How did they have a good feeling about it?
It seems like the development of this game was perhaps a bit messy. Especially compared to, Deus Ex.
Human Revolution?
Yeah. Well, yeah, Mankind Divided also messed up development cycle. Because, I don't know if you know this, Square Enix, not a very good, not a well-run company.
No.
Not a company that, maybe valued or appreciated its Western properties.
yeah, especially the European studios of Square Enix at the time.
Yeah, or, yeah, any of its,
So tired these days.
But I don't know, that first Human Revolution was good.
Yeah. Yeah, that game made sense at the time as a 360 game.
And you know what? For all its problems, Mankind Divided is a good
Mankind Divided's still good. That Prague hub is amazing, which is good because it's 80% of the game.
Well, Doc House saying, why did I have to get into DC sports to take my mind off of depressing real news? Why couldn't I have gotten into go-go music or something?
What's
wanna
a
say
thing
that
from
the-
DC that isn't depressing? And I ain't talking about the government.
Speaking of go-go, have you tried getting into the Capital City Go-Go, the G League team of the Washington Wizards?
Said you gotta pay up.
I hope that you knew you did that to yourself
Something's different about you.
when you said
Wait,
go-go
I've
music.
got it. You
There's
don't
no
stink of
escape
sweat and piss.
from the sadness.
I just rolled with Polly
Go watch
Adler.
Johnny Davis play for the
Smelling
Capital
Doc
City
Frock
Go-Go.
in the skin
Oh, how
market.
does Doc feel
I
about
guess her
Johnny
perfume's
Davis?
still clinging to me.
Lucky bastard. I've been on her waiting
There's no
list
escape.
for 2
Yeah, there's no
months.
escape.
I waited 5.
Well, there is an escape. Just move.
I know.
Or take up a different team. You're not that far away from other teams in the DC area, DC Metro. other better teams. You're only a few hours away from Philly and Baltimore.
Was Johnny Davis like the first, the most recent, like absolutely certified bust of the last, let's say, 4 years? Killian Hayes? Maybe Killian Hayes.
I think Killian Hayes can be a backup point guard. I don't know that Johnny Davis belongs in the NBA. But we'll see. I mean, there's always a bunch of busts. Like, James Wiseman is currently a bust. That would be way worse, assuming he
Marvin
never works out.
Bagley.
But with Johnny Davis, you don't even see the, like, potential, which is extra bad. So you're just going through it, stealing things?
Yeah, I'm making my way downtown. I'm making my way to the objective marker, and along the way, stealing shit.
I'm gonna get some coffee. I feel like.
And I'm stealing. And I'm wheeling. And I'm playing thief.
And now I wonder
when I try to sneak around you.
Escape the flies.
Yeah.
Still my favorite scene from White Chicks.
Yeah, I saw that performed live. Vanessa Carlton can play the hell out of the piano.
So can Terry Crews.
It's not that I
What was I gonna...
don't doubt Mr. Cruz's abilities.
Uh-huh.
And that's a
it's
very
the
funny
one
clip.
scene-
It's more just the part where I never want to watch White Chicks.
That's good.
As
That's a
like
good
even as
impulse.
like a joke. And I'm sorry for that.
I saw White Chicks in theaters. I paid money to watch White Chicks.
I bet you did.
What is the worst
did
movie you
either
have
of
seen in a movie theater that is not like The Room or whatever, if you've been to a showing of that?
I haven't.
Like a mainstream Hollywood
I have an
film.
answer.
I think I have an answer.
Terry Crews play an instrument with his
Because I think my
total
answer might
muscles.
be Transformers 2.
I also saw Transformers 2 in theater, but I also saw Three Ninjas High Noon at Mega Mountain.
I don't know if it would be Rat Race or Snow Dogs.
I mean, Rat
both
Race
of those
has
movies are good.
Smash Mouth in it, so it can't be that.
Okay. Then it might have been Snow Dogs.
Snow Dogs has
Cuba Gooding Jr.
Cuba Gooding Jr., and that's all I remember about that movie. Which I believe I also watched in theaters.
But I was a child and didn't know any better, so...
Yeah.
That's my excuse. Did either of you listen to that Cher song I posted to the Discord?
Oh, no.
No.
Listen,
put
Cher
it in the music
seems
channel.
like an interesting woman.
It's a great song. It's so much better than it has
I
any
do
right
believe
to
in
be.
life after love, so I can't disagree with that.
It's called DJ Play That Christmas Song.
Uh-huh.
Play a Christmas song.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Just any Christmas song. ZP, could you play it and give me your live reaction to the song?
Alright, chat, you at home, follow along.
Yes, follow along. We're all gonna sync it up.
No.
Do it.
I like having freedom.
It's good. It's a good song, ZP.
This is the Thief mod? Nope. Nope, this is Thief 2014.
Listen to DJ play a Christmas song.
I already
It's the day
beat
after
Thief
Christmas.
the Black Parade. And enjoyed
I'm in
it
the middle of a
greatly.
chess match, so no.
Maybe Cher will inspire you to win the chess match. She'll
I'm
give you
already
great
winning.
ideas. I wish I could play it here if it wouldn't get your stream taken down.
Yeah.
I played a Nimzo Indian and I was not familiar with how to continue it past a certain point, but
You improvised?
yeah.
Yeah, no, this is not a texture pack for a mod for a game from '98. This is the game people don't like to talk about.
You've just kind of been wandering around stealing coin purses for the last however long you've been streaming.
Yeah, I'm a sneaky boy.
What's Lady Marigold doing?
Do you know if
wearing
you
one
get
of
to
those
spend
red
money on
bracelets?
anything?
Yes,
You
you
know
do.
it's
Buy
cursed.
upgrades?
Yeah, you buy upgrades with money.
Before or after her husband.
Okay.
It's like
What the hell was that?
I don't know. I didn't hear anything. So you're not going to stealth kill that guy, or is this
I
not
could.
a game where
I
stealth
could
killing?
bonk him on the head. I got this fun little swoop. That's like the one fun thing about this game. Is you go whoop.
You don't kill people in Thief. You hit them on the head. Really
Yeah, you
hard,
bonk
they
him on the
fall
back of the
asleep.
head with a blackjack.
Although actually, technically speaking, they are probably going to die. If you knock someone unconscious and they don't wake back up within like 10-15 seconds of hitting the ground, they technically go into a coma. And without medical attention, within like 2 to 3 hours, they just kind of
Die.
done.
Yeah, you're gonna suffer bad things.
You know, all those people Batman doesn't kill. It would have been better if he did just kill them.
It's more of a time release kill.
Yeah, it's not his fault the ambulance didn't arrive. It's not like
fine
he
piece.
owns the city or anything.
I mean, he didn't have to string them up off of a fire escape.
Listen,
stories
it's
up,
da
but-
bat.
Oh man.
Abelard, play my theme song.
You also need to consider that this came out after the good Batman games.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the secret, is that I don't hate this game. I don't think it's, like, great. But it is extremely, playable. Raves, twitch.tv/arbitrarywater.
They
Bienvenidos.
fixed the bugs.
Very playable. Won't crash my computer. I could have been bored.
There are worse stealth games from this era.
Like
Dark?
Other ones.
Velvet Assassin.
Velvet Assassin. No, it's just called Dark.
Oh fuck! Right, Dark. God damn it! I've thought about playing.
From the
that
makers of Wet.
No, the people who made Wet went on to make Dead by Daylight.
I really liked Wet.
Would this game have done better if Dishonored didn't exist? Probably, but I think just fundamentally, apparently this game eventually did break even, which, you know, high praise right there.
It made its money back.
It made its money back.
You know, I did watch a movie yesterday.
This switch is practically invisible. I should keep an eye out for
Watch
these.
a movie yesterday.
Erin once told me she'd trapped the place to stop unwelcome
I watched
visitors.
Cocaine Bear for the first
I'll
time.
need to step lightly.
Uh-huh.
Shit,
How was
dude,
that?
Cocaine Bear's the fucking tits, dude.
It was on. It's on Amazon Prime right now. You can just get it. It's included with Prime, and that movie's kind of all over the place
Yeah.
in a way I didn't expect.
But it's fucking dope.
Did you like the scene?
It has.
Falls out of the ambulance and gets fucked up.
I did like that scene. That's my problem, is that there wasn't enough Cocaine Bear just murdering hapless people in a horror movie fashion. They spend too much time trying to humanize the people who the Cocaine Bear will chomp on or not chomp on, and that's my problem.
R.I.P. Ray Liotta.
Yes. R.I.P. Radio Yoda. Like, there should have been more Cocaine Bear action, less mom talking to...
Also, Doc House, I will absolutely play Deus Ex The Fall at some point. Don't worry.
That's not a bad game.
You've never been here before, have you?
Am I misremembering Deus Ex?
Aaron?
Oh, it's not.
The Fall is the mobile game.
What's the matter?
Oh, that's the action role-playing game, right? Yeah.
No, it's they tried to make Deus Ex Human Revolution on an iPad.
Light that guy on
And then they
fire.
ported it back to PC.
WWK asks, thinking about it, is stealth a dead genre? How many
No.
true stealth
No.
franchises are active?
No.
Styx still exists.
Okay, but is it active?
They made 2 of them.
I would. Are we really gonna say that like the
How are you
Hitman
here?
games aren't stealth?
You died.
Assassin's Creed definitely isn't anymore.
Maybe this is where the dead wait when they've
No,
gotten
they
nowhere
Hitman
else to
is.
go.
in.
And now
Sniper
you're
Elite, the
here.
Sniper Elite
Are you
franchise.
dead,
Yeah,
Garrett?
like there are plenty of games with stealth mechanics.
Yes, stealth. I mean, there's a lot of genres have just become grab bags.
I
where
mean,
someone
if
just
you
picks
Ubisoft
up a
really
mechanic
got their
and use
shit
it.
together, like the Tom Clancy, they could totally make a reboot era Splinter Cell series.
I watched you.
I think
wanted
they
to
are remaking the
you.
first Splinter
We're
Cell.
so alike.
I think
But I
that's
mean,
Why
like
did
an
I even
entirely
try?
new game.
The world
Yeah.
already has a
I've always
Garrett.
said, like, the direction that I thought they were going with
What
the
do you
last,
want from me?
The last
I
one
want you to
was
steal a key.
Sam
to
Fisher
the
dies
truth.
and then his daughter
It's
takes up
from
the
before
mantle.
I left home.
I thought that
Before
was where
I
they were
became
gonna go.
I
Aaron.
was just
But
excited
they-
to
But
see
you have
Michael
to find it
Ironside
yourself.
in
Those are the
Blackberry.
rules.
Also, he's in that Rainbow Six game
Start
as a
looking.
guest character.
Yes,
I'll tell you
he
when
is
you're
in
close.
he's in Ghost Recon Breakpoint, and yeah, he's also in Siege, but not voiced by Michael Ironside.
It's really funny when they get to the scene that everybody talks about, that cameo where he's like, you know, there was a guy, Snake.
close.
He's also.
There was a guy with a bandana, but I
It's like,
guess
he's
I'm the
retired
only
too.
one left. Yeah.
Oh shit! What about the siphon filter guy? He's also dead.
Oh,
Oh.
all right. Where's my daughter? Listen here, kid. I'm gonna fuck you up.
A little further.
Last game that they made is so jingoistic. It's genuinely.
No!
Yeah.
Oh, you did the spooky.
Yeah. Yeah, Sam
It's almost
Fisher
as if
is an
Aaron wanted
operator
me to
in
find
Siege.
something. I can't leave without checking.
He
Is an
does
operator,
offense.
or is he a skin?
No, he's an operator.
That's kind of crazy, actually.
What
And
is this?
in the
And
deep
why did Aaron
canon,
have it?
in the deep canon of, Rainbow Six Siege, the way elderly ass Sam Fisher keeps up with them young bucks, the fucking G.I. Joe cartoon with their nano bees. By the way, there's a guy in Siege now who shoots nano bees.
What?
Rainbow Six Siege got cool.
Rainbow Six
Is
Siege
it like
got
Warframe?
it went silly after a certain point. Because, the first season, it's like, the FBI SWAT woman has a grenade launcher that is good for breaching. And, like, this guy has a thermal scope. That's his ability. And
Onto the House of
now,
Blossoms.
season
It's marked by red lights,
9
so
or whatever.
I find those lights. I find the brothel.
So Doc House says in the lore, they had an interesting thing where they introed a bad guy who domes Mr. Six because he's mad at him for turning them into esports. And they created a villain out of a composite of the fan base.
Yeah. Yeah, that checks out. Because the Siege fan base are nightmare people. Yeah.
I mean, isn't that like every multiplayer shooter fan base? at
Yeah,
some
but
point?
Siege is a special brand of toxic.
What is worse, Counter-Strike fans or Rainbow Six Siege fans?
Siege.
Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah. It's not even a contest.
Damn.
No, Siege.
Wow.
Like Siege fans are notorious.
Gino,
When I played Siege, go ahead, Harley.
my first big online game that I was old enough to realize people were being mean to me in was League of Legends in Season 2.
Hey, I got death threats from the League fans.
So when I tell you that Rainbow Six Siege has the most toxic community I've ever encountered, I need you to understand I'm saying that as someone who used to, for 6 hours a day, play a game where every third person I met would call me a slur and then tell me I should hang myself.
Cool.
Siege fans are a different breed.
When I played Siege, and this was on PlayStation, so they didn't quite have the same sort of reporting tools as
Okay.
the console, as you know,
Tracy's
Ubisoft's.
attic yesterday.
What were you doing up there?
Playing a bit of house
Online
your father
system.
with a nightmaid.
Yeah.
Listen, she is a Montanesi painting.
How was that experience?
Someone scuttling about.
1,000 times
The-
over if it was an original.
I would get
way.
team killed immediately at the start of a round. Let's say every 1 in 10 games. Just
What'd you
for
do?
some chuckle fuck having a laugh.
Cool.
Yeah, no, Siege fans are special.
I think I'll have to cut down on the drinks.
A Siege player would rather lose 5
And,
times
yeah.
in a row than admit that they needed help.
Cool.
Yeah, a lot of people
It's a
think
co-op
they're
game, right?
It's a co-op game. It
is a team-based. Yes, it is a game where coordination wins matches. But it's also a game where everyone wants to be
I've 6 mouths to feed and 1 apple between us.
the guy
their
who
own
gets
What
the
did that fool do this
pentakill.
time?
Stole some bread. Blacktop's had him strung up before it
Cool.
had time to come out the other end.
Favorite
Yeah,
Siege character is the lady whose special ability is to give her entire team a dose of steroids, no matter where they are on the map.
Yeah. I like the guy who forces the enemy team to play red light, green light.
What?
So he has a satellite drone that does Sonic shit.
Blossoms, Lord.
Like it,
Well, it's not
because once
Lord
again,
anymore.
you need to understand,
Siege got weird.
Siege is silly.
Sonic the Hedgehog's in that game?
No, like using sonic waves to determine where the
Okay.
enemies are.
Okay.
Enjoying this far too much.
You Sonic the Hedgehog's
No.
everywhere.
And basically, the enemy team has to stay still when the drone buzzes, otherwise the entire team gets to see where they are. So it's the way you use it is you pop it as soon as like the enemy is rushing, like if you are running for the point, or otherwise like forcing a disruption, or maybe you have the point and you're trying to hold it. You do that and you force them to stand still, or else everyone on your team knows where they are.
I see.
First time, sir.
Anyway, we're here for the obligatory sleazy brothel level.
There is a
Great.
There's another character in that game.
Because it's
Gino,
not
This strutting
Victorian
rooster is
England.
being led right to the hen
whose
house.
special power
I'll play the
is that
fox.
he turns invisible on cameras if he stands still.
Okay. Wait. So he's visible if a person's there, they see you, but the camera can't?
Yeah, he's invisible to cameras, which is
Only if he's standing still.
Alright.
So wouldn't they see you walking into view of the camera?
Yes. Yes.
Alright.
So it's not a good power.
I feel like we got a good bunch here. We got four dudes here, just guys being dudes. Okay. This is where I make my pitch. For,
Uh-oh.
This is a good group. to play Lethal Company. We should play Lethal Company together.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
How much does Lethal Company cost?
It's like
$10.
$5.
$10.
Are we doing it right now?
No.
No.
But we should play Lethal Company together.
Yeah, okay.
It's $10. It has 173,000 reviews.
It is the current streamer game du jour.
Okay.
It's the meme game. It's the best meme game of 2023, but it's an actual good game.
Oh.
It's actually fun. So it's a little Phasmophobia, where you are basically you are going into these places to salvage junk and get money and get paid, but they're horrific monsters and ghosts.
There are giant spiders.
Yeah.
There's bees.
Don't spoil anymore.
Yeah. It's good.
Hold on, I have to spoil one thing. There's an anti-arachnophobia mode where it changes the big spiders into just the word spider.
Yes.
There's some really good
that's
mods.
Really good.
And yeah,
That's
they're
really
the even though it's in early access, the fan base has already started to make silly mods for it.
Alright.
Good.
I'm getting it.
It is a fun time. And also the way it deals with audio propagation is
I might be dressed
inherently
in leather,
funny.
but I don't think I'll pass as the cabaret act for
Alright,
the
it's
evening.
in my cart.
I'll have to sneak inside.
Someone gave me a gift card.
All I ask is
I
that-
also got a gift
Look,
card.
I just ask. We do a lot of dumb shit together. I don't want us to.
You do?
I don't want us to do really mean shit to each other in that game. Like, this is something that watching Giant Bomb play it, like, don't be the dick that's, like, purposely trying to sabotage the run. That's like,
Don't
would
be
I
the
do that?
Riker.
What
Damn.
about me? What about my whole everything makes you think that I would ruin a run on purpose to mess with you?
because that's what you've done before.
Alright, I've got
Never.
Lethal Company.
It's a good time.
Okay, but
I've
when are we
installed
gonna,
Lethal Company.
when are we gonna play?
Sometime in the next week.
Maybe later this week. I should be around on Friday, I think. Or, wait, maybe not Friday. I'll probably be around on Saturday or Saturday night or Sunday. We need to figure out when we're recording Game of the Year. Probably sometime next week.
Yeah, well, the difference is day before is terrible.
The Madam's Chambers would be a good place to start.
I could do.
If I don't spoil the mood in here, I can fill my pockets too.
I think I spotted my cousin. The mask is an improvement.
Look at you.
You're so cruel.
Trying to have a social life.
Tell me about your cousin.
Hey, we know I have a social life based off of what I said about the Detroit Pistons. Hey!
ZP, I don't want to hear about your Detroit Piston.
That's my special move. There's nothing to be shameful about it.
Your first time, sir.
Want to hear
What
something
is it
funny about the
like?
Detroit Pistons that's not basketball related, Raiden?
Tell Dennis Rodman.
They have a... well, yes, but no. They have a promotion going with Wingstop, where
I
every
am
time they
aware of
win
this.
a game... Okay, you're aware of the 5 free boneless wings?
Yes.
Yeah, so... They've only had to pay out...
Because they've
if
won
the
so
Detroit
few
Pistons win,
basketball games.
if they win a game, everyone gets 5 free boneless wings with any
Only
online
in the
wing
Detroit
purchase.
area, so we can't.
Yes. We can't take advantage of this, but they've only won 2 games on the year, so they've never had to
So-
pay it out twice.
I do not know what the knockout button is.
Oh, okay. You haven't been you haven't been a pacifist.
I haven't been a pacifist
be a
entirely of
pacifist.
my own. Melee attack R. Of course!
Right, yeah, a genuinely perfect button to pick for hitting somebody. R. Fucking kill you, game. I'll explode your brain.
No
Can I go
touching
back to
the
my void ship
merchandise.
real quick?
Well, perhaps when your shift's
Those dogs freaking out.
That door
Those dogs
will
freaking out
always
mean it is time
I'll
for me
be
to
here
go.
if you need me.
So have a good night, y'all.
All right.
See you
Talk
on
to y'all
Saturday.
Yep. Someone there. Toodles.
Bleh.
And
What's a
Psychic
guy to
power.
do?
I was worried there.
My psychic power, by the way, I went with pyromancy.
A charge in
The
the
starting
air.
power for pyromancy is that I light a guy on fire, and I do between 0 and 5 damage, which means there's a 1 in 6 chance that lighting a guy on fire doesn't do anything.
Okay.
I wiggle my fingers at him, and I make the room temperature a little hotter.
Yeah, but you also let a demon in.
And I also might let a demon in.
The opium bucket is almost empty. Oh no! So because this is a modern video game, you just have detective vision. I guess I shouldn't say modern anymore. This game's almost 10 years old.
That's a lot of opium. If I overload the pump, it's sweet dreams for everyone. There's a mechanism behind the tank. It must control the shutters.
Y'all heard about the newest dumb Twitter shit happening?
Always look under the masks, but they're so paranoid.
Which one?
Which
So-
one?
Is it Elon or not Elon related?
Not Elon related.
Okay, then I don't know this.
Okay, so get this. Somebody leaked some pre-alpha footage of the new Wolverine game,
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah.
We are
I've seen
aware of
this.
this.
and everybody was like, "Oh my god, it looks so bad. It's got a Batman detective mode. That's not who Wolverine is." Like, I don't know how to tell you this, my guy, but like, Wolverine is Marvel Batman. Like, he's a fucking desperate he's a desperate gruff loner who's somehow on every team imaginable, who adopts children like a normal person breathes air, whose primary profession is to stalk people in the dark and do detective shit. It's just that Wolverine does his detective shit with like animalistic mutations instead of his brain. Like, I don't know how to tell you this, my guy. They're the same.
I'll be here if you need me.
One of them just kills people.
Good. I was worried there.
I'm being sneaky.
Pretty sneaky, sis.
Ooh, your first time, sir. What a delight.
What? How do you know? I'm wearing a mask.
It's not your face I was watching, sir.
Oh, it's a shady brothel. The actual thing about this game that I think is hard to deal with is just it is very grungy in a y'all are trying too hard sort of way.
Yeah.
I've done appalling things. And that's just since breakfast.
You should confess your sins to me, so we can do worse.
How long do we have?
But I'm being sneaky.
How will I explain these marks? You scratched me.
Say you went on a hunting trip and were savaged by a wild animal.
A hunting trip to Riverside.
Huh? But I see something. You there!
Yeah, take that, jerk.
From my villa in Aldale, the smog turns the most remarkable shade of rust at sunrise.
My, you must be well favored by the Baron.
We don't have to keep playing this, by the way.
Why not?
I mean, I guess at this point, I might as well play through the entire mission.
Why? Yeah.
What else would you play?
I could be playing Thief 2 right now.
Why would you play a good game?
Because, to punish you... Oh. I fell 2 feet and died. Oh, good.
What happened?
I died.
Is that bad?
Usually, yes.
Is that about not dying?
Oh, hi, Megasum. I was just playing a video game. You know anyone? I know a guy who worked on this. It's weird.
Oh.
I'm getting sick. I know it.
Oh, really? We don't need to make this awkward, Brady.
No, Hi everyone, welcome to my playthrough of Megasum's Thief 4.
Oh, so this is like Matthew Roy's Alpha
Yeah,
Protocol?
like Matthew Rory's Alpha Protocol. What? How did I get...
We were behind his back, I don't understand.
Did I knock something over? Anyway, I'm going to turn up the FOV because I don't think this is actually 90.
What?
Oh, yeah! Look at this!
Happening here.
I hate it when my opium bucket is empty.
That's a weird sentence. That's a very strange sentence.
Harley, have you never just had a bucket of opium?
No.
Okay, but what if we started a war to force the Chinese to buy opium?
I'm told they've been burning the
What?
bodies.
How do you think that would go?
What would you gain with that?
Stick him! We'll be rich!
All the years. Thank you. Hey, buddy. Hey. Die.
Yeah. Playing thief like one should always play thief.
Yes, it works too.
You see, some men collect great words. I collect perversions.
Okay, this is actually a little too much.
You have no one to blame but yourself.
Yeah, it's like Dishonored, but not as good.
Yes, Peach and Neroli. They're good girls.
Then I expect that to be reflected in your contribution.
But you already upped the black tax twice this quarter.
Alright, where's Idiot Boy? Idiot Boy! I cast Mild Flame. Alright, Abelard, he's been lit on fire very mildly. I require that you now... Hold on.
I don't have any rope arrows.
And then I do that. Make him your sworn enemy. Run him down like a... Run him down like a dog.
What is it? You don't know who you're dealing with. Whatever it was, it's gone now.
I'm sneaking. You know, it's fine. Eidos Montreal would go on to make that Guardians of the Galaxy game people like.
Did people like that game?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Because they use, like, local Canadian talent for all of the main roles. Instead of, like, getting bespoke actors. And that apparently works out in its favor.
I see.
Not to be confused with the Telltale Guardians of the Galaxy game that no one played. And is no longer purchasable.
Something strange is going on. I'll find this hidden passage Zhao Zhao mentioned for myself. It must be in here.
Hey, do you think it might be... Like, someone had to do a lot of hand modeling for this game. A lot.
Let's see what's worth hiding in this house of whispers.
Oh, look at that lady. She's not wearing a top.
Oh no. Why are boobs in my game?
They could be in the game.
Hello, my pretty. Madam says you're new.
Don't touch me.
I'm not in control here. I am. You'll give me what I want, or I'll...
Don't touch me.
It's okay. The boobs can be in the video game, just not in real life. As my playthrough of Dante's Inferno proved...
Zhao Zhao mentioned in her journal.
You can just...
This is older than the House of Blossoms.
Don't you feel ashamed that you're spying into these people's lives?
No, I don't.
I know this bird scratch. It's one of the markings on the medallion.
Really
Must be
important
more.
for you to knock out those candles. Ah.
What you eat?
See, here's the thing about this game that's actually a problem is...
Lilac, I think you do it on purpose. No, I don't like...
How are the puzzles?
Man is supposed to die in the Baron's service will always insist on perfection.
How are the puzzles?
They're... What puzzles?
They just did a puzzle.
Did I?
Yeah.
How you
They
gonna
put
do
the letters together. It's a puzzle.
Maybe a little touch.
Oh, the puzzle of, go into detective vision and find the symbol?
No, I meant like using the decoder thing.
Well, I gotta find the symbols in detective vision to use the decoder ring.
That's a puzzle.
You're a puzzle.
I know, I am. I've got a lot of layers and multiple solutions. That's a naked dude.
Yeah.
I don't want naked dudes. I want naked
Now
dudes.
to align the symbols.
Show me more tatas.
If you want that, we're not playing the right game.
We can play Leisure Suit Larry.
That's your job.
Box office bust.
Oh, God. No, thank you.
I thought the Guardians of the Galaxy game was good, did its job, told the whole story.
This has gone
Fair
forgotten for a
showing of
long
unnecessary
time,
open world
but
over the
history
box
lasts day to day in this city.
Leisure Suit
and it
Larian.
keeps its secrets close.
So if
have
Brian
much
Fargo
in
is
common.
obsessed with trying to make a Bard's Tale game, Larian should be obsessed with making a Leisure Suit Larry game.
No. I mean, as Sven has said, like, the original baseline for Divine Divinity and the original Sin games was Ultima 7.
So give them the Ultima license. Not like EA needs it.
There must be some way to disable these ancient traps.
Maybe the thing I press in detective vision?
Is it relevant?
Yeah, also, once again, Larian will put naked dong and boob. Just full frontal. They don't care.
Bestiality.
Oh, there are worse things in that game than
bear sex.
There's that one scene with that one guy. That's no worse than the bear.
Oh, right. That scene.
Yeah. Which I respect the audacity behind that scene. I'll put it that way.
Do you know what we're talking about, Harley?
What?
Have you played the Baldur's Gate 3?
Not really. I couldn't play it on my old
It wouldn't run?
Well, I couldn't play it on the old computer, and now that I've got the new one, I haven't had a chance to reinstall it. Because I need to have it.
Are you aware that there's a lot of sex scenes in Baldur's Gate 3? Some of which
are with things that are not humans.
I am aware of
or
that,
elves or Githyanki.
Okay. First off, Halsin is, to my knowledge...
Halsin is an elf.
Is he?
Yes.
Fucking beefy-ass elf. But, just because he does it with you in bear form, does not mean that you are having sex with a bear.
I hate that we've already had this exact conversation before.
I think the Lae'zel scene is worse.
Listen, I romanced Lae'zel, and then she dumped me at the end.
She respects you less when you fuck her.
Anyway, the point is, there's a scene involving a character in that game, a character who is not a humanoid, that I would describe as something a little bit freaky, let's say.
And he's not talking about Raphael's incubus.
Although that scene is also very funny.
That scene's great. Yeah, it's... I really don't want to say what you're talking about.
Let's not. Let's leave it up to the imagination.
No, also it's a massive spoiler.
Fine.
Yeah. I got ancient figurine.
Okay, hold on. So we're gonna go...
Okay,
if
this
you're
was
gonna
all
tell
just
me that your favorite romance option was Gale, you're just telling me you like vanilla ice cream.
Nothing wrong with vanilla ice cream.
Okay,
Well,
Joe Biden.
Yeah, the two people who like vanilla ice cream, Relkin and Joe Biden. Oh, I'm... fuck.
Let's say something respectable like Shadowheart or fucking Karlach.
The difference is that, Wizards of the Coast, seemingly gave Larian carte blanche.
And I don't think they ever will ever again.
Oh, well, we'll see. But yeah, whereas Beamdog, the impression I get from Baldur's Gate, the Enhanced Editions, and Siege of Dragonsphere is very much like not a lot of desire to actually do any, like, Wizards of the Coast discovering that video games can be profitable is something that seemingly happens like once every 10 years.
And then they still don't execute execute.
And then they still don't execute. Like, hey, Magic the Gathering Arena. How long did it take them to have a workable online Magic the Gathering client?
And even then,
Arena has its problems. See, it's got key imagery. It's like the keepers from the old games. Suggesting that perhaps this game takes place in the same world, just hundreds of years later.
You want to know what I think is a really funny thing?
Whatever that is, it doesn't look human.
If you play as Dark Urge and you're a ball... We're all familiar with the twist for Dark Urge, right? Hello?
Listen, at some point I will replay that game as Dirge. Dirge de Urge.
So the answer is no, you aren't familiar with the twist?
I am familiar with the twist. And I'd rather we don't spoil it on stream.
I'm in the same boat as Ray. Actually completed it as the Dark Urge.
And also, for the record, when I do replay that game as the Dark Urge, his name is going to be Mark de Urge.
That's really good.
I do not, personally, from like the 20 minutes I played as Dirge, I don't like that you introduce yourself as the Dark Urge to people.
I mean, you can give them a real name if
said
you'd
I'd
like.
find a book, Orion, not a whole library.
But like, you still
Must be hundreds of tomes
like,
here.
Every time you meet a companion, your character automatically introduces themselves as the Dark Urge. It's never, hi, I'm Tav. It's always, hi, I'm the Urge. Like, that's not a name.
I don't know. There are a lot of fun names in Faerun. Sometimes people are named Dritz de Werden.
God, if you picked Dark
This place is a
Urge and your
maze.
first reaction
I'll head for the
is
central
to
tower.
basically roleplay as Dritz, you're a part of the problem.
Yeah. And yes, Relkin, this game is mostly fine. This game is inoffensive. Elminster of Shadowdale. We love him. Elminster's brief appearance in BG3 is very good. He's very good in that game. They did a good job portraying Elminster. Okay, I'll play Ark the Lad 2, Relkin. A real video game, I guess. ZP, have you heard my recent theory?
That's useful.
What?
So, Ark the Lad isn't a real JRPG series.
Yeah.
It's a psyop created by people on the internet to try and trick you into thinking there's a JRPG series you've never played.
Okay.
Because how else am I supposed to believe that there are like 5 main series Ark the Lad games, and yet I don't know a single human being who's actually played them? The answer is witchcraft.
To me.
Yeah. Like, next you're going to tell me there's a video game called Grim Grimoire. And I just...
Yeah.
That's not a name. Who would ever name their video game Grim Grimoire? You're telling me it's some sort of console RTS? Anyway, I do think this game has, like, some fun, like, mood and shit. I just... the problem is this isn't bad enough to be good stream material.
So, anyways, you were talking about, like, the Dark Urge and how, like, you have to play the game a very specific way, which is definitely true. If you're gonna do the Dark Urge in Baldur's Gate 3, you have to play a very, very specific way, which is everybody's blood must fall or spill. People must die, heads must roll.
Hold on, isn't there an entire secondary storyline if you play the Urge?
That's
as
why,
a good
yes,
person?
yes, that's why that the Urge also has like one of the highest starting charisma scores. Like at level 1, the Dark Urge has charisma 17.
What, isn't that just because it tries to make you start as a sorcerer?
Yes.
But anyways, I'm glad that Larian has clearly gotten better about your custom characters not sucking complete and total shit in their single-player campaigns. I'm glad that...
Yeah, there... Well, yeah, at least in Original Sin 2, there was no reason not to pick an origin character.
Yeah. And obviously the cool thing about the Dark Urge is that it allows for a custom race.
You can make a custom character while still getting fun origin stuff.
Yeah.
And at some point, I will do that playthrough.
But what I was disappointed in, just like briefly touching the Dark Urge, is I thought, oh, so this is going to be like the weird mythic paths in Wrath of the Righteous. Like, this is like picking Lich or Swarm that walks in as a mythic path in Wrath of the Righteous. And it's like, no, not really, no.
Vandal Hearts 3, that's not a real video game.
Because, let's just say, hey, if you want to have kind of a bad time, but that always makes you have a smile on your face, play Swarm That Walks for Wrath of the Righteous.
Yeah, I mean, that's a super late game.
But to steal it, I'll have to release it.
Or then fine, then pick Lich.
Yeah. I think the next time I play Wrath of the Righteous, when all the DLC is out, I might go Demon.
People fucking hate you if you pick Lich.
Yeah, it's very funny how everyone's like, hey, you know, we gotta close the big old demon hole.
What if I became the demon hole?
The White Knight Chronicles. From the Professor Layton people?
Yeah, my favorite thing about the White Knight Chronicles is actually Dave Snyder is on it. It's like, oh hey, this is the Grizzled War veteran whose character introduction will feature a comical little bird landing on his shoulder, and then he's going to teach us a thing or two about a thing or two. And then right on cue, Grizzled War veteran had a parakeet land on his shoulders. And then the tutorial started. But anyways, no, yeah.
Yeah. Tales of Grace's F has a Grizzled War veteran character.
I like the weird shit in Wrath of the Righteous.
Yeah.
You would pick Demon?
Yeah. Like a very melee heavy, just like, I'm very pissed.
A very important note, Brayden, when you do your demon run, do not play a barbarian.
I was thinking maybe like Assassin, since they buffed Assassin to actually be usable.
I tried out Golden Dragon. It's okay.
I mean, any melee class will work, just specifically not barbarian.
Because the demon has abilities that are already rage-based.
Yeah. The demon rage powers do not stack with the barbarian rage powers. Which feels silly. They should.
We should split up.
Like, I know that in Pathfinder, different abilities don't stack with each other if they have, like, the same
Bonuses.
bonus type. Like, you can't stack a morale bonus with a morale bonus, but your demon powers should be profane bonuses. They're demon powers. Like, there's a whole separate buff type for getting things from demons built right into the game. It's right there. It's profane bonuses.
I also heard some of what happens if you pick Art or Aeon.
Yeah.
And there's some really good stuff in that where you're just a shitty time cop.
Yeah, there sure is.
And when you go to Illusionara in Act 4,
it's real good.
There's some good time cop shit there.
So I played Aeon, Gold Dragon, and Lich. And
you played that game 3 times?
Yeah. Well, I haven't finished it.
Okay.
But I kind of have the same problem that I actually gave Harley a hard time. Respec-itis.
Yeah. I played Trickster.
When I did Lich was when the good characters tried to kill me, and then I killed them, and then I bound them.
I like that Lich gets Staunton back.
Yeah, what if you got Staunton back?
Yeah, what if you raise Staunton Vane back from the dead as like punishment?
That poor fucking dwarf just is never gonna have a single good day for the rest of eternity.
I mean, if you play as an Aeon, you can time cop your way into redeeming him, and make it so that Dresden never falls. And all of your companions are like, "What?"
Companion voice, why are we here?
But yeah, I was not super impressed with Gold Dragon.
Yeah, those late game paths, Devil, Gold Dragon, and Swarm.
Well, Swarm is its own category.
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna do Swarm, God bless you.
If you're doing Swarm, you've already committed to.
You're committed.
Listen, sometimes
you want to see the world burn.
Sometimes you want to be a bunch of bugs that eats everything.
No. Listen. Sometimes the world is just unbelievably fucked up, and the only people you can trust to fix it is yourself. Which is why there's gonna be 6 of me doing it, all of them by themselves.
I just like how literally even the evil characters just leave you.
Yeah.
Like, it leaves you. And it's
Well,
like,
even the evil characters in Wrath of the Righteous are like people.
Yeah.
Camellia has you.
I love Regal. I love Regil. He's great. He's an asshole.
Punish me, Mother. I've been bad. So bad. Hey! Don't touch me. My leg hurts.
What's the matter, General?
Being quiet because of the cutscene.
Mummy, a little too much for you.
Let's talk over the cutscene.
Never speak of my mother like that again.
He's doing
whore.
PG-13 horror movie.
Get over here.
What's going on here, General?
That's
it. Take your black tax and get out of my house. Touch her again, and I'll cut your balls off.
I thought there would be. I don't remember there being titties
Don't
in the original Thief.
test me on this.
Jesus Christ.
This guy looks terrible.
Anyway. I got Opportunist.
Anyways, did you hear my question, Braden?
No.
Did you ever romance Camellia?
No, because she's into freaky stuff.
I think it's wild that she leaves if you turn Swarm, because the first thing you do when you go down Camellia's romance path is you walk in on her after she's murdered somebody.
Yeah.
And immediately after she explains why she murdered him, she's like, "Oh, by the way, we should have sex right next to his still warm corpse."
Yeah, it's fine. Anyway, that's Thief.
And she leaves. She's that messed up, and she looks at Swarm and is like,
Nah.
No.
Nah.
No.
No.
I mean, the mechanic is that you have to use those Swarm companions. And
Also, you gotta eat everyone.
And yeah, you have to eat everyone.
What is striking? Do.
I mean, the funny thing about, like, Swarm is that when you start cloning yourself, it basically isn't a matter of if you will eat everyone, it's just a matter of when, because you just... The exponential curve of the Swarm, once you get enough units, is pretty busted. But you gotta commit to the bit. And people don't commit to the bit. It's like, oh, I remember this character. I like them. No, you eat them. They're going in your belly.
Everyone's getting eaten.
I made Abelard angry by giving the lower deck rabble guns.
All right. As a content creator, I have to warn you all. There is spoiler warning before content from Beyond the White Hallway. For the Forgotten City. Are you ready for Philosophy and Skyrim mod? I'm here for content. I'm here to create their mystery adventures. I'm ready for some Philosophy 101 debates with Romans in a time loop.
Hey, you're alive. When I dragged you out of the river, I thought you were never gonna wake up. I checked your pockets for ID, a phone, maybe. I hope you don't mind. But all I found was some loose change. So, wanna tell me who you are?
Alright, now it's time.
Alright. Am I a manus or a womanus? I am a man.
Oh, what game are we playing now?
The Forgotten City.
My name is,
Alright, let's talk about our favorite games that are set during ancient Rome, or...
Expeditions Rome.
What about Rise?
Well, it's nice to meet you. And I'm sorry to pry, but any idea why
what
you were
about
floating down the river?
Rome Total War?
What's the last thing you remember?
Am I an archaeologist, a soldier, a fugitive,
What about Maximo?
or an amnesiac?
Where the fuck did my party go?
Really? You're a soldier? But
What about that
why
weird
are
level
you out
in
of uniform?
Black Ops 4?
Oh, was it a Black Op?
I have a
Are
gun.
you a soldier of fortune? You know what? Don't
What
answer
about the
that.
Caesar games?
I don't think I want to.
Braden?
But
Here's the thing, I tried playing Caesar 3. It turns out I am awful at Caesar 3.
Roman, I think. I need you to go in there and see if you can find a guy named Al for me. He went in
Yeah.
there a few hours ago, and he hasn't come out.
Ooh,
I've been freaking out, wondering if he's trapped or injured or worse. I would have gone in after him.
Listen, I put all of my buildings close together, and that turns out to be a fire hazard.
So I'm just kind of stuck here, waiting. What I mean is,
I wonder if those Gladius,
you can do
that
that,
Gladius game for Xbox
I can get
and
both
like
of you back to
GameCube
civilization in my boat.
is still good.
We should play it for the podcast.
Oh, of course. Sorry, I don't mean to be pushy.
I wonder if
just...
there are any like Asterix and Obelix games
What do
that
you
are
wanna
good.
know?
We've got some
There are
Europeans in
multiple Asterix and Obelix
Oh,
games.
there's not much to tell.
I thought you said
Feels like I've
Asperger's
spent
at
my
one
whole
point.
life.
Asperger's games. No, those are the games I play.
Know what I mean?
Age of Empires is a
Oh,
Roman game. If you
I'd
play
rather
it.
We should
not
play
say
Age of
anything all the same to you.
Empires.
I'm surprised you and Relkin haven't played Age of
Alright,
Empires.
fine.
It's too normal.
Sorry if I sounded cagey. It's just that
I'm surprised that for the Wheel of Dubious action games, you haven't played Spartan Total Warrior.
Hey, well, listen, the Wheel of Dubious character action games hasn't happened yet.
you're welcome.
Also, we already
Always
played
happy to
Star
help.
Wars Battlegrounds,
Was there anything else you wanted
which
to
is
ask?
like Age of Empires 2.
You really don't remember? We're in Italy. This river is the Tiber.
Didn't they make like a weird
He's the guy who washed up on
PS2
the riverbank
Rygar
not
game?
long before you
They
did.
sure
I
did.
thought maybe you two knew
that
each
They
other.
sure did make a PS2 Altered Beast
But
game that never came out in the
maybe the two of
US
you can piece together
with
what you're
some
doing.
of the most
In any case,
horrifying
you'll
body
like it,
horror
I'm sure.
transformation.
Once you find him.
They
that
ported
is.
that to the Wii.
Not much, really.
That
But
3D
imagine what you
one.
might find in there. Priceless ancient artifacts.
Yeah, I hear nothing but
Al,
mixed to
What am
not
I,
great
an
things
idiot?
about that game.
You could hike
The PS2 version
Great.
apparently is better than the Wii version. Surprise, surprise.
my hero.
Alright. Time to go in these Roman ruins. I have a pistol.
I don't know. I think I would actually. This is a hot take. I think Age of Decadence is maybe better than Expedition Rome.
That is a hot take that I strongly disagree with.
Well, I disagree with you. What are you gonna do about that?
Age of Decadence, I remember just finding it very frustrating.
Yeah, it's
If
too
you're
complicated
reading this,
for you.
it means I've discovered the entrance to an ancient Roman city hidden deep underground. Its existence is long forgotten.
Oh no!
All knowledge of it lost, except in the Latin inscription here. It reads, "You who wish to enter the city, step forth and be judged. The virtuous shall be rewarded with eternal life in paradise. The wicked shall find themselves showered in gold, but in vain, for this shall be their final resting place." Could an underground have
If
remained
only I
secret
could read Latin.
for all this time?
Haha, I didn't
People
pick
have
archaeologist, you
survived down
nerd.
Against the odds.
I picked the one with the gun.
There's only one way to find out. If I'm not back in
Would
an hour,
Rise, Son of Rome
I'm
be on the
somewhere
Wheel
the
of
other
Dubious
side.
character action
It
game?
is,
Consider
yes.
this
Oh, okay.
an invitation.
I got a flashlight.
A warning.
Don't worry about it.
Alworth.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, it's a golden man. Gold, I say, gold.
Cloaked weapon expert.
So I'll be upfront here. What I have heard about this game, perhaps someone has said to me, you should really play this because I think you would get a lot out of it. And I don't think they were necessarily speaking of this game in a positive sense.
Clips of fate.
Freeze.
Addies.
Anyway, I'm underground. Everyone is gold now.
Alright, Let's see if I can find a listicle to read.
Oh, did someone redeem a listicle?
No, I just feel like torturing Braden. Okay.
I should be.
Braden, we're gonna do this Dota
Whoever
ban
reads this,
/
I'm
promote.
sorry you had to
I'm
find
gonna
it
allow
like
you
this.
to ban 2
Worse.
topics.
She'll suffer the same fate I did.
Oh no, ow!
Okay, if I'm going to read listicles during your stream, you can ban
searching
2
for a way out.
topics. Either
Description was
games,
right.
genres, or
There is
ideas.
no way back.
I don't
Here,
want
there are
you to
only
talk.
two
I don't want
options.
anime listicles.
No anime
That
listicles. Got
godforsaken
it.
doorway into the
One more
past.
ban. Something that you don't want me to
Made the
bring up at
mistake
all.
of stepping
I don't
through
want
it.
you to talk about listicles.
I wanted to set things right.
Not
I tried.
possible.
I really
Give me
tried.
another. Come on. Give me something else.
Whatever I did, it took me right back to the beginning. Don't make the same
Oh
mistake.
fuck! I found it.
Better
Goody.
to end it all now. And find out what awaits you beyond that portal.
Oh man, I found a good one. You can give me one more ban topic. So you've already said no anime. Let's go with no BioWare, okay?
Yeah.
Alright. This list is titled 6 open world games with realistic animal behavior.
Uh-huh. Red Dead Redemption 2. Uh-huh, keep going.
Some games, I'm not going to read the examples.
Uh-huh.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Can be in their behavior. Animals who turn hostile won't just run at boss in a straight line. They'll try and maneuver their way around him to avoid his shots so they can stay alive long enough to throw out an attack. Because of how risky it can be to take a head-on approach, the game highly recommends setting traps, reminding the player just how fearsome a lot of larger animals can be when provoked. It's also extremely impressive just how natural a lot of the smaller animals feel, often scuttling away whenever they hear anything bigger than them within a close proximity.
Disrespecting the gods by accident, can we now?
Alright, so I have to say,
most folks
like,
seem a bit
6 open
confused
world
when they
games
get
with
here, but
realistic animal behavior. That was the topic, right?
Very lost, and in
Okay,
more ways than
so number 6 was Metal Gear
So,
Solid
Let
5.
me make this nice and simple
Before
for
we
you.
move on to the next one,
Live by our law here, and we'll all
the
get along
bears
just
absolutely
fine.
do just run at you in a straight line.
Not
Okay.
laws.
Number
law.
5,
There's just one.
Final Fantasy
golden rule,
15.
and the
Mm-hmm.
Are there even animals in Final Fantasy?
There's monsters that...
see him, so I guess I'll let him fill you in. So then, you come. Follow me. When I first arrived, I couldn't believe there were people living down here. But, as you can see, we've got a nice little community now. Only 23 of us at the moment, if you count the 3 who are missing. No idea how, since nobody knows a way out. But it's just big and dark enough to get lost in, if you're not careful.
Aren't you going to introduce me to your handsome new friend, Galerius?
Keep it in your loincloth, Aurelia. I'm taking him to see the magistrate.
That pompous old bore won't be magistrate for much longer. Anyone who helps vote him out today drinks at my bar for free tonight.
Politics. I'd stay clear of it and her if I were you. She's, it's not my place to say. Down on your right is our farm, where I grow all the food you'll ever want. As long as all you want is leek, cabbage, and wheat. Huh. That one usually gets a chuckle.
The bloodless shadows wander without flesh or bone.
Ah, don't mind Livia. She means well. She's just been in a bad place since... Well, you know, I don't know what happened to her.
Yeah. It'd be a shame.
Up here.
Take part in.
Here on your right is the chasm. If you've got a weapon, it belongs way down at the bottom. Up on your left is the forum, where you can visit the market or get yourself patched up in Lucretia's clinic in the Shrine of Apollo.
Okay, how
Most
you
of
doing?
us have almost nothing.
Do you not want
that we
listicle?
had on us when we
I'm just
arrived.
playing this video
What we've been able
game.
to make and scrounge up since. And this central
What if I just read the
plateau is where
games that are on this
magistrate
list
and the
rather
other
than
patricians live. So don't expect a war.
I'm just tempted to shoot all of these Romans in the back of the head.
Take it
Okay,
easy, Horatius.
so number 4
I'll
is
be
Rise
taking
of
our
the
new
Tomb
friend
Raider.
here to see the magistrate.
Uh-huh.
That's good, right?
I'm nodding my head, sure.
Number 3. Again, realistic animal behaviors. Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora.
What was that? What did you just say?
I said it'll take some getting used to.
Yeah. I'm watching
Number
you,
2.
farm boy.
Far Cry
Greetings,
Primal.
citizen. My name's Horatius. Magistrate said. Follow me.
And yeah, you called it. Number 1 is Red Dead Redemption 2.
Understand right now is the Golden Rule. Let me see if I can explain it this way. When I was serving in the Legion, if there was a mutiny brewing in one cohort, the legate in charge wouldn't
Ah,
waste
yeah,
time
legate.
finding the bad apples among
Yeah.
hundreds.
So do you think that
They just
that
divided us
Gino
into
will
groups
actually
of
like
10. Made us draw straws.
Lethal Company, or do you think he's gonna be all
Whoever
weird
drew
about
the
it?
short straw had to
Like
be
he's gonna be Gino.
executed by the other 9. Didn't matter whether
I
he
think
did
he'll
anything.
like it.
Don't mind me. I just
One
live
of
I
us
think
in
he'll
10
start bossing us
died
around.
for the crimes of the collective. We call it decimation. If that seems like rough justice to you, you're in for a rude shock. Because the Golden Rule is exactly 10 times worse. The magistrate can explain the rest. Who's up these stairs?
We're finally alone. I assume you already know who I am. May I know your name?
I am Arbitrarius Watarius.
A
Oh shit, Brayden, I've got some news.
Yes.
So there's a new collaboration with a
I see you have the
stylish
posture
glove
of a
company,
military man.
Study Gloves,
Your garments
and
are
the TV anime series Kill la
I
Kill.
pray to Mars your skill set won't be necessary.
They're making the gloves
but time
from
will
Kill la Kill
Now,
in the
you're
year of our
probably
Lord,
wondering why I summoned you,
2023-2024.
It's a popular anime.
Take a look at this wondrous place, would you? A secret city
What?
built deep in the mountains, many hundreds of years ago. In good time. More importantly, consider the miraculous community we've built here over the last 7 months. 22 complete strangers brought together by the fates, living and working together in our own little paradise. And in all that time, not a single sin has been committed.
Uh-huh.
No fights, no theft.
Talk to me about sin, Mr.
Have you ever witnessed something so
Magistratus.
extraordinary as a city without sin? Nor could I until I came here. But the reason for this miracle is as simple as it is terrifying. If even one person commits a sin here, every last one of us will die. You see, the builders of this place, whoever they were, left inscriptions warning, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one," from what what we can gather, breaking the law here will anger the gods and provoke a terrible punishment. Like the curses of Medusa and Midas combined, turning us all to gold. We've come to call it the Golden Rule. It's extraordinary that we've survived as long as we have, and each day I grow more and
So
more
YouTube
afraid
recommended another video essay. It is only 17 minutes and 50 seconds. But I am insulted with how the algorithm seems to have...
All that matters is that somebody in this city is about to break the golden.
So the topic is, does
Why else would
Nasu have the
Persepolis
best
send
female
you
characters in anime?
Unless you
no.
and I can stop them, our doom
But
is
it has
assured.
Aoko,
I
so
know
it
that's a
must
lot
be
to
true
take
in the
and you
image.
look like you have questions.
Oh, I'm
And
sorry.
their
The
little
answer is
banner.
no.
Ask
But it has Aoko, so it's true.
No. What counts as a sin here?
There was a good deal of debate
What
about
is
that
a
in the
sin?
first weeks.
Let us discuss.
Does it
Philosophy
crimes
101
Or
students.
to some other ill-defined wrong. Of course, everyone agrees on the basics. No theft, no assault, and certainly no murder. But beyond that, it was more difficult to reach a consensus. What about lying, insulting someone, blasphemy, trespass, trying to escape, bribery, infidelity, suicide? As magistrate, I had to exercise leadership, and so I made a decision. We must uphold the laws of the Empire to a standard never before seen. And we must honor the peace of the gods, the sacred accord between the gods and the people of Rome. It is only by offering the gods the proper respect that we may prosper, as Rome has for centuries. I'm glad you agree. The key things to remember are that we have laws forbidding treason and blasphemy, murder, assault, and rape, as well as theft and arson and so on. I have made my pronouncement on the subject. Unfortunately, there are still those here who resist, whispering blasphemous and treasonous lies in the shadows. I would be keeping a close eye on them if I were you.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, it just got really quiet for a moment there.
Sorry.
I actually wanted to say, I was in the bathroom during most of that listicle. I do want to say, I'm playing the new Avatar game. Their animals are pretty okay.
As for me,
Is that game okay?
well,
Is that game actually okay?
It's Far Cry with blue people. It's probably fine.
It's...
I fear I may
But
not
is
even
it just
remain
the Far
magistrate
Cry
after
formula?
today's election.
Basically?
The people here would only treat
So,
my
okay,
curiosity
Have they made
as
modifications? Do you claim like
shouldn't have
comm
that
towers to like
Unless,
gain
of course,
better
you get off on
vantage
the wrong
points of
foot.
like monuments and shit?
You don't... Okay, so the basic gameplay loop is that you destroy... You don't claim them, you destroy, like, refineries and mining equipment, and in doing so, you heal the land around the refinery.
You see, in my search for a way
also,
to save my people, I learned of an ancient ritual
from what
to
I can
Proserpina,
tell,
the goddess of the cycle
it
of life.
feels less like, say, Far Cry
It's
5
said to
or
open
6,
a doorway in
but with blue
time,
people,
so that if
and
the
very much
unthinkable
Far Cry
happens,
3
one person
with blue
can
people.
pass through it and travel back to the past. And when I
things
saw you
are
arrive in a flash
decidedly
of light
less
from the
annoying.
goddess's shrine, I knew that person was
Oh,
you.
okay.
Oh, he knows.
In our time.
Compared to recent Far Cry games.
2,000 years?
Like, there's...
That is...
I'll admit I'm only like 2 hours in, but so far there's only been like 2 kinds of collectibles, and they're both...
Okay, if you're
very-
2 hours in, did the humans commit a genocide within 2 hours?
No.
No.
Well-
Then it's not a real James Cameron.
Well, no, hold on.
Avatar.
Kind of. So,
Of course they
kind
did.
of.
Of course they did. Of course they did.
Well, no, so the thing is that the game takes place concurrent to the second movie. You essentially are playing as a child who was kidnapped 8 years prior to the first
All
movie,
I can tell you is that it's a ritual
raised
sacrifice to
for 8
Proserpina.
years, and then
I
during the events
stumbled
of the
across
first movie put in
instructions.
cryostasis.
I have to recite a prayer, and of course, as with
Until
all
the events
rituals,
of the
some
second movie
sacrifice is
kick off.
involved.
And
Usually that means wine
once-
or food, or in some cases a live
So it's
animal.
concurrent. This is happening in tandem to
this
the film.
case, the sacrifice
To the
is
second film.
rather
Okay.
Avatar
So do you see-
2, Water.
Do you see characters from the second film in the game?
Does Jake Sully show up?
No, because they're already gone. They've left
I
to go to the
assumed
water
that
people.
was me. If
You're
I'm forced to
essentially,
perform
from
the
what I
ritual,
can
Holding the
gather,
fort?
it cost me
yeah, you're not
everything.
even holding the fort. You're
You'll
the
try
new
to
main
make sure I
character,
don't
because
need
if
to
you've
use
seen
it,
the second movie, you know that
you?
Jake doesn't come back.
Well, I
Right.
suppose that's all
So
I can ask.
you are essentially,
You mean
you
you couldn't
are,
speak Latin
for all
before
intents
you
and
arrived
purposes, a child, like a
But the gods are
20-year-old.
You're a blue child.
And their
You're
temples
like
and
you're a
shrines
barely
hum
out of your
with power
teens
like
blue
nowhere
child.
else.
This man's telling me about the Roman Empire, and you're talking about blue people.
She planted the seed of Latin
They
in
had
your
blue people in
mind
the Roman
so that
Empire.
you could better.
They called them barbarians.
Indeed.
Yeah, listen,
Whoa,
the Celts.
warriors.
Do you ever stare at a problem for so long that you
But yeah,
can't
no,
see what's needed here
you,
is
like
a
wake up from cryo sleep and immediately
Me?
you get like inducted
What
into
reason-
quote the human
I'm glad you
Navi
think so.
resistance.
without trust.
Oh,
You just get a crash
wow.
course in guerrilla warfare from a guy named like Sokel, and then you get given a bow and you're like, okay, cool, go kill that mining base. And that's your tutorial, and then the game's just like, okay, congratulations, that's it, you're on your own now. And I want to be clear, I mean you're on your own. There's a setting to turn off quest markers.
Wonderful. Now, I authorize you to enter.
You
Figure
can
out.
basically make the game say, hey,
and one
if
last
you
thing.
aren't paying attention
I heard way.
to the names of the places you're going, you will not play this game.
I got some denarius, I got a tablet, and I got 10 bullets. Time to investigate a time loop crime, baby.
God.
I am no longer. I am God Howard now.
So, Brayden, how much do you mind
What is that
Avatar
thing?
spoilers?
Don't be so. Allow me to. The crux of it is this.
Do you
If
not
you
want
illustrate-
Way of Water spoilers
When the golden
during
rule
this
is
stream?
broken, I will open the doorway.
I don't actually know what happens in this.
Prevent it from being broken.
Oh, okay, so we won't.
If you manage to
actually
succeed
discuss
in
this.
saving our life, the same.
I
thing
was
would
gonna
happen
ask
if either
Carly
of those
if-
things were to.
You know what? No.
Well, hold on, just
Thank
DM
you.
me.
Okay.
Okay, time to create a time paradox.
Just give me a yes or no answer on stream.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
I'm typing it.
I made a sin. Oh, look!
Hi there. Give me a bit of a fray. Thought I was in here alone. I'm Al.
I did it! I beat the game!
Wait, really?
I shot the man in the head!
Well, here I am.
That's just, is that like a secret
sorry.
ending?
That
or-
is, yeah. I'm Arbitrarius Watarius.
That's strange. I was just reading an old
I'm
tablet
actually
I
gonna
found here.
message you back in
Well,
Discord because I have some insight.
My Latin
into this
is
now.
kind of rusty, but the last entry mentioned someone with the same name. It described an event about 2,000 years ago. Someone with your name appeared in the city out of the shrine of Proserpina and murdered the local magistrate.
And he's
breaking
not
some
in the
kind of
game,
ancient
right?
law.
No.
It said that the
Or at
voice
least I
of a
don't think
furious
so.
god rang out,
Okay.
and the ground trembled and statues sprang to life, firing arrows at the city's inhabitants. Apparently, As the citizens screamed and died in pain, the stranger just vanished in a flash of light.
Actually, that was me.
What? You're saying you were here?
You did
2,000
time
years
travel?
ago.
That's weird, bro.
I'm not sure I understand. I'm sorry, come again? Let me see that. God, why does this writing look so familiar? I've spent a lifetime in this place going around and around in circles. This is disturbing. But I don't understand how I could have written it.
I changed the past! I killed the man who opened a time portal and drew you back in time, preventing it from ever
So you're
happening.
saying, because a man from 2,000 years ago is dead, he never created a time portal, so I never went through it, and that's why I don't remember any of this.
Now you're getting it.
So what you're really saying is, you brought me
I am
back
your
from
god
the dead,
now, Al.
let me die all over again. You saw the tablet. I spent a lifetime searching
that made me
for a
so
way out.
giddy in the
I never
second
found
movie because I didn't
see how I
know
could
I hadn't
possibly
been
find one
following
now,
the
so
Way of Water,
seems
and
like
then
we're
when
both gonna die
that
here.
happened, the big reveal.
I
Why do
regret
you say
nothing.
that? You murdered a man in cold blood,
funny.
and now there's a
Just
city
like-
full of dead people.
That's
only a
on
matter
par
of
with
time
like
before we
finding
join.
out the
I
Emperor's
guess all
alive
those old
in
Latin
Star
inscriptions were
Wars.
right. Pro peccata
Why are
unus,
his eyes all
multis
fucked up?
Why is
Like,
this
he's just
man
like-
being mad that I saved him from a time loop? How many might have survived if you hadn't killed Sentius in cold blood? Whatever, man. They all died 2,000 years ago. I win.
I guess the game is saying, yeah, I guess you could play it this way, but you shouldn't.
I did it. I beat the video game. Shoutouts to the 3 people who made this game. I hope you enjoyed your BAFTA.
That's ending one. Game sure did not like the fact that you just shot him in the head. And it shows credits too.
Yeah. No, the man did not like it that I shot the other man in the head.
But you saved him.
Alright, well, I guess I won't shoot the magistrate in the head. Yeah, I had the speedrun strat. I got a rare achievement.
On your best behavior, I trust?
That's right, innit?
Hey, Horatius. How's it feel knowing your man's doomed to lose the election today?
If you're trying to goad me into an argument, it won't work.
Yo, what's up?
Stoic.
I'm a Stoic, remember? You ever hear about the Stoics? They were a philosophy in ancient Rome.
I get the feeling you lot had something to do with Centilla's disappearance.
That's it. Blame everyone but yourself.
If I find out you did something to that poor sweet girl, not even the Golden Rule is gonna protect you. Got it?
As if I'd be afraid of you, little man.
Blat.
What were you two talking about? Don't play dumb. I saw you. Having a shady little chat with old man Sentius up on his
Oi,
balcony.
it's
What's
me,
your
Gladiator Man.
Money? Favours? What's your vote worth to him? A spit of a for the career. We've lined up all the votes we need already. Mark my words, Malleolus is going to be magistrate by the end of the day. And if I
Stop
tell him you
kicking
sided with that
Abelard.
feeble old
Jesus
Hasby,
Christ.
that you've been trying to undermine his
Abby.
hard-won victory.
But didn't you read that listicle I sent you?
Oh,
Where
you just made a big mistake.
Abelard's like
Malleolus is gonna
the third or
hear all
fourth
about
worst
this.
character because he doesn't do a lot of damage according to the
Sturcum a
listable.
detail.
Abelard's killed 5 people in 2 turns.
Blah.
So. Again, I think whoever was playing the game just was unaware of how to play the game. Because my boy Abelard does damage. You see, who can you see from here? Give Argenta some dodge.
Isn't the great temple majestic?
Everybody.
Ave, and may Vesta watch over you. I'm Equitia. To what do I owe the pleasure of this visit? Oh my. I take it people are quite direct where you're from.
Romanum?
I suppose it's quite charming in its own way. Usually, however, you wouldn't simply march up to a Vestal. The proper approach would be to arrange an introduction through a mutual acquaintance in high office, by which time you would already know how to address me. And then you would find a way to satisfy your curiosity rather more indirectly. But to be honest, I've often thought what an unnecessarily formal way to communicate that is. So, let's do it your way. You just keep being yourself and ask whatever you like. It'll be a refreshing change. You know, I'm not entirely sure. But what about you? How did you end up here? Karen, you say? And nothing about that name seemed odd to you.
It carries negative connotations where I'm from.
What is that?
Ah, yes, I'm going to explain to this Roman woman what a Karen meme is.
As you wish, but... I wonder if... No. I apologize. I don't mean to be cryptic. It's just that you've got me thinking. Have you spoken with any of the others about how they arrived here too? I really think you should. Go around and ask them what they remember and see if you notice any patterns. Good. Thank you. But please be careful. I just...
Is everyone in this city actually from the modern day?
Now.
And they've all forgotten? And they think they're Romans?
Come back to me once.
I genuinely do not know anything about... Hey. What's up, Maximus Dickus?
Name's Rufius.
Biggest Dickus.
Better watch your step. Can't talk long. Got to stay sharp, but... family's from Seleucia on Tigris. Babylon province. But I've been roaming a long time now. Even joined the legions. The 6th. The one they call Ironclads.
You still on fire?
Same way as everyone else.
Okay, this does...
Because we're all in grave danger. Is it not obvious? Magistrate made me toss it in the chasm. Stupid. Going to have to improvise now.
Yeah.
If we have to. I'll tell you this much.
You're on fire now.
I hate the fact that my survival depends on the common sense of other people.
I know the feeling! I've lived through a pandemic!
Then you know what I'm talking about. I mean, all these people just bumble along like nothing's wrong.
Oh boy.
We're one bad decision away from being wiped out. Like the last lot of people who lived here. Seems like I'm the only one ready for what's coming. Whatever that is. And when it hits, it's it. I don't know. But did you ever get the feeling some of these statues are watching us when we're not looking? Like they're waiting for something. I don't like it. Of course I am. Meliodas. Not sure I trust Sentius. Good. No. Whatever.
Blackbeard.
Oh god, they did. It does look at you.
What is this nimble?
Give me a
What
minute.
the fuck is this nimble prisoner
Sorry I'm
bullshit?
such a mess.
Even
I just
supposed
lost
to
a patient
accomplish?
and a dear friend.
Fucking kill this guy, Argenta.
She was a good woman. She was poisoned. She came in
Argenta,
here
I'm
frothing at the mouth.
So
Normally I'd treat her with resin of silphium, a rare plant which is perfect for this sort of thing. And I knew Decius had some at his market stall, right around the corner. So I ran over there, but he just looks at me with this evil smile and says, "That'll be 1,000 denarii." There was no way I could afford that, and he knew it. Then that toad shrugs and says, anywhere else, I'd just pay a thug to steal it from his stall. But there's no way I can do that down here, with the golden rule. So all I could do is come back here and just watch her die. I kept on apologizing. And now I'll never know who poisoned her, or how they managed to do it without breaking the golden rule, or why she cursed
So you're saying that
snake's
perhaps
cruel black eyes with her dying breath. Well, unless you have the power to bring someone back from the dead, there's really just one thing you can do. Get me that silphium resin. I'm going to have another patient in here soon. I don't care how you get it, but you have to make it happen. I swear to the gods below, not even the golden rule will stop me from marching up to that Genetricum Fututo and scratching his eyes out. Oh no. Sorry, I don't mean to worry you, but no, that is definitely not normal. There was one other person who claimed she could hear the statues talking to her, but that was Nevia. Anything about... I'm Lucretia, and I'm going to be straight with you. I'm not a physician. This is Nevia's clinic. I've just been filling in ever since she disappeared. I'm tired and out of my depth
like I'm going
and
insane.
miserable all the time.
Why?
But I'd
What's
rather
happening
take
to
this
your,
on myself than let one of you lot mess it up.
I can't fucking hit this guy.
My husband
Oh.
and I moved to
Your
Rome from
percentages are still
Caesarea.
bullshit.
He embraced
Yeah, I just-
the
okay,
Roman
so-
way more than I would have liked, and
I
turned
had-
into an awful
I had a
philanderer.
25% chance to
I
hit.
would have divorced him and demanded the
missed
return
12
of my
times in
dowry,
a row.
but I knew he would sooner have me killed than give me my right. So I waited for the right time to take
Statistically,
what was mine
25% is
and
not great,
disappear.
but you would think
And
12
then the fires
hits.
came. As he
Eventually,
prepared to evacuate
someone
our villa, I gathered our most precious
something.
belongings, coins and gemstones,
Right.
and the moment
Not
his
by
back was
XCOM
turned,
logic.
I ran. I could barely see for
As
the
per
smoke.
XCOM rules or
And the
for
streets
Axis
were full
era
of people
XCOM rules,
trampling each other.
anything
The
below
next thing I
70%, fucking 0%.
It's alright. And while there's no shortage of...
Are you saying everyone ended up here in mysterious ways?
Brayden knows
This shrine was kind of
adage
strict, but
very
the god
well.
who inflicts a curse is all... Gladly... Sure. Do you really want to know? I mean, if somebody put... Hemlock, I believe. I haven't seen her in months. She's not allowed to leave Malleolus'
I do feel like
And,
Firaxis should get more
gladly.
shit for their fucking percentages.
I mean, they lie. To you. In both XCOM games, actually.
Do they?
Yes.
No, 100%.
Yes, in XCOM 2, they lie in your favor.
You safe.
In XCOM 1, they lie.
And XCOM 1, they lie not in your favor. Anyway, hey, you got any,
I was not aware that they lied
May
in
Apollo keep
anyone's
you
favor
safe.
in the second game.
in this, it depends on the difficulty. But if you are playing on any difficulty lower than Legendary, the hit percentages in XCOM 2 are actually lying in your favor. They are lower than the actual to hit chance.
Salutations. Greetings.
I'm Georgius. It gladdens me to see another foreigner in our
Which
midst.
is
We
just
must
as
stick together,
frustrating
you and I must say, my sartorial leather
as when
boots
they
in place of
lie
sandals,
against your
that I
favor,
have traveled
because it's
distant
just
trade
like, just
routes
give me
from
the real
markets of
percentage.
Damascus,
Why
and
are we
never
doing this
have I
bullshit?
seen
This is
anyone
why
better
Jagged
than
Alliance
you.
3 just not
Well,
having
I
hit
must
percentages
know
is good.
From which exotic part of the world do you hit?
But how can I tell if the shot will hit?
Then you are an explorer.
I want
like
my
me.
numbers.
Wonderful. You
Everyone
must have
here
many
is
stories
very
to tell.
credulous.
I cannot wait to hear them. We will have much time.
Ah,
to
yes,
get
of
to know
course.
But
I
for
mean,
now,
whatever.
Do you require assistance? I know you. My story? How kind of you to ask. I am a tailor and I.
Do you
run
think
a
he's the
shop.
murderer?
Why don't you just shoot him in the head?
You mean to say, with all the turmoil and terror of the Golden Rule, and so few customers,
So one of the
why
things
bother
I
setting
really
shop
like
at all?
about the morality system for this
I'll tell you,
particular
It
game
is precisely
versus
because
like
of the Golden
Pathfinder
Rule that I wish to
is
remind
one,
my friends of the importance of looking one's best. I say,
there is
the
no
more of
good
our
option.
customs we preserve down here,
The
the more we
closest
can
to being a
preserve a
good guy
semblance of norm.
is actually just
A good question. A very
the
good
three
question.
options you have are to be dogmatic in
I
your
remember
pursuit
I
of
had
the
just been to
Emperor's
Rome.
law,
I rented the prestigious
to be a
villa by the
heretic,
time, and we
or
began
to be an
making our way.
iconoclast.
Now, I have
Now,
had visions
iconoclast
and the
is
war. This
ostensibly
time,
the good
I
option
remember when
because
I
you're
regained
for
my
the people.
faculties, I was lying
Problem
naked
is
by the
that
bank.
you're for the people who make you
Indeed.
money.
In any case, I went to find
So
firewood
all the
for his
good things
campfire.
you do is somewhat
Anything
tainted
you-
by the fact that you're only ever doing them
That, my
to
friend,
make
is
your
I do
pockets
not-
deeper. Why did Twitch
Nothing.
stop working?
I hope that our...
Look, it's like Skyrim. I could steal these denarius
Greetings and salutations. This part of my
and
story
break
is
the
also
law.
even for you, my sartorial friend.
Hey, what's up?
Ah, a new face. Salve, and welcome to a little community. My name's impossible to pronounce for most people.
Bonjour.
So you can just call me Virgil. You arrived on a sad day, friend. What with Julia's death? I wish we could have met under better circumstances.
Oh. Shotgun pistol, go burr.
Well, I'm an architect. Or at least I
hold
was
on.
back in
No,
Rome.
you keep-
That's probably too grandiose a term to describe what I do here. Help out with repairs and try to stop old buildings from collapsing on people.
That's a
That
big
kind of
problem
thing.
in Rome,
But
apparently.
you probably don't want to hear about the
Apparently,
ingenious
they just didn't know how to build
architecture
buildings that wouldn't collapse on people.
Keep that.
Oh, I'm glad
They
you
have the
asked.
cement.
Some of these shrines, they're